right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. Finally, I can make a video saying Hassan Mustafa has won a professional bodybuilding show in 2023, and he earned his ticket to the Olympia, which I think was really well-deserved. So first and foremost, I want to congratulate Hassan on the victory. I hope we do get to see him on the Olympia stage this year. As you guys know, we didn't get to see him last year, despite the fact that he was qualified. It was a medical issue that kept him away from the Olympia stage, not a lack of him being competitive. He already won a show. He already qualified. He already could have gotten there. And I think it's good because I think he is the caliber of bodybuilder that we deserve to see on the Olympia stage. Pound for pound, I still really feel like this guy is one of the most muscular pros in the IFBB. This guy is stacked with muscle on every inch of his frame, and even if in some areas it might not be the prettiest, and maybe sometimes his conditioning is inconsistent, he brings it. And when he brings it, he's really hard to beat. Although I do see the irony in me saying that after the past two shows. He was second in Toronto and Orlando. But look, overall, I think he came in improved here. He looked better than Orlando. I think I do want to say here, Stanimal, who was second, really brought the conditioning. I mean, I was really impressed with what Stanimal brought to this show. He's really starting to, I think, make a name for himself as an open bodybuilder. He's kind of been growing into the division, and I think still maybe at some of the larger shows, overall, he needs to still continue to put on size to be noticed and be more competitive. But I think that's a testament to how good Stan's conditioning was here, is that even though he went up against a much bigger guy like Hassan, and even though he did take second, his conditioning still made him look very competitive in several of those shots. Even with all the muscle that Hassan brought, there were some poses where the conditioning on Stan was so crazy, I feel like my eyes were drawn to him instead of Hassan. And that's not to say I think Hassan's conditioning was bad here, because I don't think it was. And I do want to say, whatever they did for the lighting or the tan at prejudging specifically, these guys look crazy. I mean, the pictures that came out from prejudging of Hassan and Stanimal, it was like the ideal bodybuilding photography lighting. They looked insane, and it was comparable at finals, but I didn't think they looked as crazy as some of those early prejudging pictures and videos that came out. I was looking at those yesterday, and I was like, man, this is actually, I mean, for a lineup that was only 6 guys and came out, and I think people were kind of disappointed that it was not a lot of people showing up here. I think you really got to take your hat off to the top two here, Hassan and Stan, because I think they really brought it. They brought really good packages. And I'm proud of Stan because I've been watching his journey. He moved up from men's physique, and he's really been growing and evolving and filling out this men's open bodybuilding dream of his that he's been pursuing since he was Sean Roden's training partner years ago. So I'm proud of him, and I really think that he brought a package here that was really something to be proud of. I mean, his conditioning was crazy, and I think it was crazy enough that it did push Hassan. Despite all his size, I think Hassan was probably looking at him like, damn, I've got some competition, when otherwise we might have thought he didn't. Now, also, I should mention in third place was Nate Spear, and in fourth place was a guy called Prince Bobang. That's his Instagram handle. But overall, I was actually pretty impressed with this top two, specifically the top two. Like I said, we didn't really get to see the deepest, biggest lineup here, but I think we still had a really good bodybuilding competition to watch with two guys that I think really brought some of their better packages. And we got to see a newer, younger guy like Stanimal really bring something special. I mean, I think this was a really big career-defining moment for him. And again, it was a big moment for Hassan too, because this was redemption for him. 2 back-to-back shows of what people consider to be close and controversial second-place finishes in Orlando and Toronto. And now Hassan finally gets that redemption, and you got to consider the medical stuff that kept him out of the Olympia last year. So now he's got all these things that he just redeemed himself on, and now he's going back to the Olympia. So that's a feel-good story. But on top of that, you've got this story with Stanimal, where I feel like he really brought something he can be proud of here, and I thought this was, for people that are fans of conditioning, he gave that to the fans. He delivered on conditioning, and I think really gave an exciting top two comparison. Again, despite the fact that there were only 6 guys in the show, it was overall, I was impressed. So shout out to Stanimal, shout out to Hassan, and shout out to Nate Spear, who took third here. Great show, great weekend all around, and I think they should be proud of what they brought here. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy bodybuilding content, and as always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NickStrengthPower. My Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power. My secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.